Hello and welcome to Schneider & Jamerman Group Financial Services and Business Solutions. My name is Michael Horanowich, and this is going to be the first in a series of training videos that we're going to offer our sales rep and life clients. We're going to be focusing on two areas of our business services in these videos. First will be merchant services and then payroll services. We're going to make a couple of assumptions going forward. One is that you've had the opportunity to view and visit www.tgifinancial.com where you can see the products and services that are offered to the particular clients, what those clients can expect from our agency, and what you need to know as an agent representing those particular products. The second thing is going to be experience in selling. One of the things that we need to be able to do as sales reps and agents when it comes to business services is differentiate ourselves from the rest of the pack. One of the things that other sales reps are doing in the field is they will go into a particular client, they offer a solution, and they fail to identify the needs and problems of that particular client. Our sales technique is quite a bit different. The first thing we're going to be able to do, and the first thing we need to do, is to be able to identify the problems and needs of a particular business owner, and then we're going to be able to provide him the right solutions that are going to solve those problems for him. One of the things that we're going to run into is obviously sales reps that are out there. There's probably 2 to 3 sales reps visiting the very same clients that you're going to see offering the very same products that you have. And what's going to be different about what you do versus what they do? The biggest difference is going to be, one is your sales approach. We're going to identify those needs. The second thing is going to be the products that are offered. What's happening out there for small business owners and franchisees, who is what we will focus on. That's really our client base, and those are the clients that we want to be able to help out. When you look at the business world that's out there for financial services, and especially for credit card processing and merchant services, is what we're talking about, is that there are clients out there that are just gigantic. It might be a restaurant that has 15, 20, 30, 40 different locations. It could be an oil change place that might have 20 or 30 different locations. There's going to be a lot of those people out there that are just really, really big customers. And they probably process anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million a month in credit card processes. Well, they're probably already receiving the very best rates that are out there. And there probably isn't a whole lot we can be able to do to help them. However, small business owners who are going to focus, their credit card processes are going to be anywhere from $20,000 to maybe $100,000 a month is what they do in credit card processing. Those particular owners just don't have access to the same pricing structure as the great big guys do. They just don't have the bargaining power. The problem, and what differentiates you from the other reps that are out there, is those other reps that are out there are trying to provide a service and sell those particular people representing the very same financial institutions that do the great big guys. The problem is that those particular financial solutions, financial institutions rather, know that, hey, there's going to be small guys, there's going to be big guys, we got to make up our money somewhere, and a lot of them, they're making them up on the small guys by charging them 3, 4, 5 times more money for the very same credit transaction that they don't charge the big guy. What we do is go in there and focusing on the small business owner, small franchise owners, and offer them the very same pricing structure as those big guys get. They get access to the same inexpensive transaction costs that they just can't get someplace else. They're going to have a level of customer service through our payroll services that just aren't offered from a small guy. Your competition in payroll is going to be Paychex, ADP, there's a few other independents out there, but a lot of those great big companies, they want clients that have 5,000, 6,000 employees or more. Those are the people who get the outstanding customer service. They get the dedicated people. They have everything that they could possibly need that the small owner who might have only 15, 20, 30 employees just can't get a hold of. They just don't have that level of customer service that we can provide to them, because our focus is on small business, people that have 20 to 30 employees doing credit card transactions that are maybe $30,000 a month, and we're able to give them the same service, the same pricing structure as the big guys can get. One of the other things that we're going to be able to do for people is that once they combine their payroll services with their merchant services, they're going to have one telephone number to call for customer service. They will have one customer number ID, and they will have a dedicated person to help transition them from their current merchant services and payroll services to our systems. Now, that means for that business owner whose time is already so valuable, he won't have to spend time calling up separate vendors to try and solve a problem. And it could be any kind of a problem. Could be, they forgot to do something on a payroll change that didn't get done. They're calling to check on a merchant services batch to make sure it was sent properly. There are going to be a couple of things that you're going to be able to do. So let's just look at merchant services. Merchant services really makes two claims. One is going to be that we are going to save business owners money on their current transactions. No matter what that client is currently paying, no matter what vendor he may be using, we are going to be able to save them money and beat whatever they have. Second thing is going to be that we are going to show them how to get their money the very next day. Knowing that cash flow is king in this industry, especially for an independent business owner, it's important that they're able to have access to all of their money the very next day. You can do that and say that confidently with the merchant services, knowing that it doesn't matter what that person's paying, we're going to beat that price. Even if it means it's 0 transaction fees per credit card swipe. And we can talk a little bit more about that later on. The second thing is going to be our payroll services, which we talked a little bit about our customer service being literally unmatched in the industry. And that reason is because every single payroll that is run for any particular business owner, it is actually reviewed 3 times before that process is actually executed. So if there are any errors, there are any mistakes, or there are any changes, we're able to do those, correct them before that owner receives his payroll to be able to distribute to his staff and his employees. There's going to be nothing worse for an owner is to have an error on a payroll check that belongs to a member of his staff, and we make sure that those things just don't happen. So this being the first training video, we hope that you have at least a little bit better understanding, a little bit of an overview of what we offer for our business services. If you haven't had the opportunity to visit tgifinancial.com, please do so before you continue on with the rest of the videos, because that'll give you a little bit better understanding on what we do. Have a great day.